Chapter 1. There will be a time when I call for you, Talia. I'll expect you to come. Until then, you're needed here. Remain with your mother until she is strong and healthy again. Talia Montforte shivered as the long-ago-said words slid through her mind. Words she'd never forgotten, though there were times she'd wondered if the prince had truly meant them. She'd gotten her answer a mere week ago, when the royal summons had arrived. Now, as she stared out the window of the private jet, the island grew bigger as they closed in. She was nearly there, and Prince Alexander, Xander Carrera, waited somewhere on that island. For her. Anxiety clutched at her stomach. She flipped her long dark hair back over her shoulder and thought not for the first time that she should have pinned it up. But his instructions had been explicit: what to wear, how to fashion her hair. Everything to the letter had been dictated in the summons. And God, had it been lengthy. Her cheeks still buzzed with heat over the details. The questions, the medical exam, her entire world had been upended the moment the messenger bearing the royal seal had appeared at her mother's home. It was time, the message had said. There would be care provided for Talia's mother, but Talia was to come at once. The last years had been turbulent years for her country. Xander's father had been assassinated. Talia had feared the worst for the royal family, but word had been leaked that they'd escaped safely. The rebellion still raged, and there was yet hope that the usurpers to the throne would be ousted so that the royal family could be welcomed back. The country waited. Talia had waited, never expecting that she would be summoned to him in exile. It had been difficult to leave the life she'd resigned herself to. Only in the beginning had she had even a whisper of regret that things wouldn't turn out the way she'd planned. She'd wanted to attend university, travel the world, eventually come back to her country to contribute to the growing industry and economy of the small island nation off Spain's coast. Instead, her mother had been diagnosed with cancer, and faced with the inability to pay for the mounting costs, Talia had sworn off university and taken any odd job she was able to land. Until the day Prince Alexander, or Xander as he insisted she address him, had arrived at her small cottage by the sea.